Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Dream Driven X. In the last video on Excel, I have discussed about user interface of Excel 2021 in detail. If you have any doubts, I have attached the link above. So click on the above link and watch the entire video on user interface of Excel 2021. In today's video, I will start covering some basic Excel function. So for performing this, I will take some real world scenario and I will work on the given example. So to perform this basic Excel calculation, I have taken a real world scenario. There is a course which I need to sell to the students. Let me give the application name as online course selling application. So here in my organization, let us consider there are various salespersons are there. So just for our example, I will just name the salesperson name as Ricky, Alan, Mark, and John. So they are going to sell a particular course to the students. I need to calculate how many courses they have sold to the students for the entire month. So I will calculate it for every week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. So just I will give some dummy data. So 25, 50. So Ricky in the week 1 he have sold some 25 courses and in week 2 he have sold some 50 courses. Now I will talk about a trick which we will take advantage of. So let me select this two cells. Let me select this two cells. If I just click and drag this, so this is the autofill option. If I just click and drag this to the right hand side, what will happen means it will follow the pattern of the first two cells. So first cell 20, second cell is 50, which is just an addition of another 25. So when I just select this two cell, instead of typing the data there manually, if I want to autofill the data based on a pattern, I will select those two cells and then I will just click and drag. So once I click and drag here, the autofill option is automatically applied to this particular cell and it is helping me to update the value in the remaining two cells. Yeah. So now this autofill option we have learned it as a new option here. Now, so let me select all the four cells. Now, when I click and drag to the bottom here, do you think is there any pattern is applied here? Obviously no, there is no pattern there. So autofill by clicking down, since there is no pattern, what it will do means if I just click and drag here, it will automatically copy the data which is there in the first row. So you can see how it is working. So let me do it again. When I select this and if I just click and drag to the bottom of the cell, automatically in the previous example it was following a pattern and it is just updating the data, auto filling the data to the neighboring cell. But here what it is happening means when I select it and when I just click and drag, since there is no pattern there, it is just copying the data. Yeah. So now for this sales data, I need to set a data type for the currency values. Let us consider this as these are the currency value. Now my requirement is I need to set the data type for this currency value. In order to do that, first what I need to do is first I need to select the cell. After selecting the cell, at the top you can able to see there is an option called home tab. So in the home tab, here you can able to see number command group. So here what I can do, this is number command group. You can see here in the home tab, you can after selecting the cell, in the home tab you can able to see number command group. So here what I will do is when I click here, it will show different currency values. Since we are from India, I will select it as rupees. So once I select it as rupees, you can able to see the value is automatically updated to rupees with some decimal values. Yeah. Now, if I want to knock down the decimal places, what you can do is in the same number command group, Here you can able to see increase decimal or else decrease decimal. So now if since I no need of this decimal value, I will click on this decrease decimal. So once I click for the first time, it is reducing 1. When I click it again, so that the decimal value has been rejected here, right? You can pause the video until this and create this spreadsheet so that we can apply some calculations. Now I have this data here. What I want to actually do is I want to build a column that tracks, that calculates total for the sales people. In order to do that, I want to perform the simple calculations called sum. There are so many ways to do that. We will talk about the different ways which we will do in the further videos. So now let me add a new column called total. So I have added a new column called total here. The basic way by adding a formula with equation or a function is equal to. Equal to, what I'm going to perform here is I'm going to perform addition. In order to perform addition, there is a function which is available in this Excel known as sum. You can see here there is a function called sum. Sum of, now what I'm going to perform addition is I'm going to calculate the total sales made by Ricky. So what I will do is I will click on this 25. So when I click that, it is not automatically updating the value there. It is selecting the address of this particular cell. So which is D9. So D9 plus, then we have the second one, E9 plus F9 plus, and there is the last one which is G9. So close this function. So this is first way of performing the total. You can see here it is automatically calculating the sum of all these 4 rows which I have selected. So this is first way. Now let us see the second method. So now what I will do is equal to sum of, now for calculating total for Alan, I need to select this cell number called D10. So D10, then instead of adding all the cells individually, what I will do is there is another option called colon G10, right? So if I do this, what it will select is it will select from D10 to G10. So this is second way of performing the addition here. So the answer is going to be the same, but there are two different methods which we can use for performing the calculations. Now let us see the last option for performing calculation. Still there are a lot of options, but let us see another option. So now these I have to calculate the total sales done by Mark for the particular month. So I will select all the rows here. After selecting all the rows, you can able to see there is a tool which is available there, which is nothing but a quick analysis tool. Click on the quick analysis tool. It will display a lot of function. Now what is the function I am going to perform here is I am going to perform total. So go to total. In total, what I am going to do is I am going to perform addition here. So there is a function called sum. So once I select sum, it will automatically calculate the total. So there are different ways. It is not that you have to go only with this particular way. As you are working with the data and you are working with the Excel, as a basic learner, we need to understand what are the all possible ways which are available. Then you can also simply write here as equal to 25 plus 50 plus 75 plus 100. So I'm not selecting the static value here. I am just selecting the cell here so that the value it will be more dynamic. So if I update here, again the total is getting calculated to 250. This is the fourth method. So whichever method you are comfortable with, you can use that particular method in order to perform this calculations. We will play with the different functions too in the upcoming videos. Now we have just gone with the basic function called sum. In the upcoming video, we will work on the different functions too. Now you can work on this example. In the next video, I will talk about other Excel functions. Thank you.